A Cleveland woman will be featured on a podcast out today that gives life advice to kids and preteens from teenagers who have already been there. 18-year-old Jayla VanHorn talks about dealing with anxiety and self-isolation after growing up with a mom who suffered from severe depression. Jayla used school to express herself, but was sexually assaulted there in 5th grade. She began to isolate, even pulling out her hair from anxiety. But she's grown so much, even winning the Boys and Girls Clubs of Northeast Ohio's Youth of the Year Award, and feels led to share her story. God bless her. So other teens know that they're not alone.
So that's why I really wanted to do this podcast, because I know that a lot of kids, especially now because of COVID-19, are like socially isolated. And so this is like a great, resource to use, when you're socially isolated, don't have anyone to talk to about the things you're going through. You could just, go on Spotify or go on the podcast and just listen to We Got You.
You are not alone, and the podcast We Got You is also produced by Northeast Ohioan Haley Petro, and you can find a link on wkyc.com, and we will be discussing this topic, kids and anxiety, tomorrow on my series, The Head, the Heart, and the Holidays. Maureen, it's so important, and we've been talking a lot about the impact this has on us, but again, we're gonna bring up the kids because we're adults, and you think of their developing minds and everything that must be going through it, and it's hard for them to sometimes communicate those feelings.
Yeah, and I just remember back to high school. I mean, we didn't have all of the media available that there is today, and I remember thinking, well, nobody else feels the way I do, and just to have somebody else say, no, I'm feeling this way too, will help so many teenagers, and during that awkward, tough time, that's also a fun time, but it's just to know that they're not alone.
Yeah.
It's just step number one. What an amazing feat.